Berto, we believe, got second, but we were unsure of what the 25 was, whether it was solved or DNF.
What time is it? 15:30.
It's 3:13.
Oh my god, huh? Is everything fine?
Yeah, things are going great. No one's tripping up. Someone in the chat says the 25 was solved, so that does mean that Berta is slated for second place right now. We're going to be moving on to 5x5. In 5x5, we had a very competitive second round, and
must have to leave.
And Antoni Padarakis has opted out of solving for 5x5 finals, which means that we're going to be having 21st seed Laura Holzhauer come in instead to round out the 20.
Guys, I heard one of Berta's toppings was
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Can we verify that somehow?
Can we verify? What do you want?
If it's +2.
Which one?
Because we have to stop to get the watch like
So, apparently one of Berta's timer stops was a +2. So, they're trying to settle this at the moment.
The second one, from our angle, that was green, orange, and white. That's all we saw. We didn't
So on stream right now, you see pretty much nothing, except the beautiful, beautiful logo of this competition.
But we only saw a solved puzzle.
This event had some fantastic artwork. If you see on Instagram, you'll see people's photos with the bear mural outside. There's a cube mural, and then there's a fun interactive pop-out, put your head into a picture.
I didn't say about 22 for Sebastian. Because really? Was there. I was really weird way, but that's all. We were on the mic, so. Kita? Did you saw something like?
I didn't. I was not watching your timer stop, and I couldn't see it from here.
Difficult to see. I will check. I only know. It's so difficult to stop.
Chat, if you would like to do us a service, if you go back and check Berta's 25, if that was on stream, just to give us a little clip of that so we can go back and look at that. We don't have any Wi-Fi here at the venue, and so all of our computing resources are currently being used to make sure that the stream is up and running at the highest quality for you guys. So if you guys could help us out with that, that would be fantastic. Amir says Antoni's prepping 2x2, and so he's not doing 5x5 because of that. That does make sense. He is the reigning world champion, so keeping that title at Euros is probably important to him. One of the major attractions of Madrid is a statue of a bear with a strawberry tree, El Oso y el Madroño, and that is sort of in the main plaza in Madrid. I believe there's a story behind that, but unfortunately, as an American, I don't know it. However, that was translated to be a cube instead of a strawberry tree, but keep the bear for the cute little effect. Berta's 25 looked solved on stream. It had 3 visible sides which were solved. Okay, we are asking for the timer stock. Blogmeister, you can go check the video out. If you click the videos button, if you're on desktop, you should be able to see it.
Maxim Yeli. Yeah, Maxim Yeli.
So we have 5x5 pretty much set and ready to go. On the blue stage, let's do a quick attendance check. Not everyone is here yet, so.
It is Maxim.
We have on the far left, we've got Max Valk. We currently have 1 empty station, but after that is Kieran, Dario Sanchez, and then Sebastian Weyer. In the back, we've got Kevin Gerhardt on assault right now, along with Pedro Alejandro Contatayez. I believe that is Maxim, and it's hard to see. Who is the last two?
I reckon we did surprisingly well.
You got like a 22 really early on, so we did.
On the yellow stage, some names of note we have are Celine Tran, who pulled off some fantastic, very big Q results in 6x6 and 7x, in 6x6 particularly. Dana Yi, we have, as well as other pretty well-known names such as Martin Egdahl. So we do have a pretty stacked 5x5 final. There are going to be quite a few people and very varied results. Kevin Gerhardt starts with a 59. Our clear favorite for this round is going to be Kieran, but
59.31 for Kevin
he
Gerhardt.
is not going to be the
57.10
guaranteed favorite,
for Darren.
especially with smaller events that have such a less
Maxim
wide
Yeli
range of
starts with a
solves.
107.91.
In a range. So one bad solve or two can mean that someone can really get ahead of Kieran, like what happened in 7x7.
So we are well underway with our first 3 solves coming through and some more solving.
So, James, for this event, do you think anyone's pretty slated for podium, or is it really, up for grabs in terms of all 3 spots?
I think Kieran and Sebastian have pretty much solid spots, assuming they don't mess up. But then the likely candidates are Mats, Dario, and Abdelak for the last spots. But
Matt starts with a 56. So.
And Henry Gerber starts with a 52 on the yellow stage.
Wow. So a little bit of yellow stage action going on. Henry.
Pedro Alejandro Contatayez just got a 42, so that's South American record.
Oh,
that
wow.
beats his 44 from the other day.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Martin is on the yellow stage.
And Kieran is going right now, dead center stage. Again, like we mentioned with 6x6 and 7x7 a couple days ago, it's really difficult to see anything he's doing because he's an under-the-table solver instead of an over-the-table solver.
Do you know exactly the time when 3x3 blindfold was up?
We haven't been...
We started like at which hour? It's
About 20 minutes ago.
20
minutes ago. We're doing a little bit of work for the organization team, trying to get the pods. Kieran with a 48. So that means that Pedro is very likely going to have the best first solve.
Who was that 48 by?
Kieran.
42 by Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that 42 again is South American record.
And it looks like Brendan is starting his first solve. He has his sunglasses ready and primed to go. Brendan's at the back left over there.
Ah, I see. Philip has finally arrived, so...
And Sebastian is on the way for his first solve as well.
Right. He's got centers done at about 19 or 20, so he's got a lot of pauses going on.
And Brendan finished his centers at 19 and 20 as well.
Sebastian is finishing up his last edges
And
moving
that was
on
an
a
3 by
3
3 seconds.
Moving on a 3 by 3 right now.
It's 104.14 for Henry.
Looks like he's going to finish just with a mid 50 at the moment. 54, and he's not happy about it.
I've got that.
Brendan's on edges, it's about a 44.
54.3 for
Henry
Sebastian.
Gerber, just as a note to follow up with later results, got a 104 single on his last solve.
And we have just received the 3x3 blindfolded results. And I can tell you that from the yellow stage, Sebastiano Tronto did indeed win with 22.89. And then we have, as predicted, the next two, Artagasa in second with 24.52, and in third is Berta Garcia Parra with 25.40. And just missing out, we have 3 other sub-30s, Adam Barta, 28.49, Christopher Morris with 29.24, and Alexander Ivanchuk with 29.85.
That's an incredible set of results right there. And it's really surprising to see how far away the podium is from everyone else, even though a lot of these people are able to get very similar results.
Yep. Euro's final blind is known for having a lot of nerves and a lot of
57-28.
Kevin Gerhardt with the 57.28.
DNFs.
Mats with the 53. Celine Tran over on the yellow stage with a 58. One of Dana's solves I saw was a 110, so not the most desired, but still decent results.
Yep, and she's starting our second solve now, so she's hoping to bounce back from that one. And a 104.22 from Philippe on his second solve. And our contingent behind us, there's about 6 people looking out for solves. They're trying to track as many people as possible who have a chance of podiuming, so we can give you the result as soon as possible. But we did miss Philippe Weier's first solve. And Martin Edler has just got a 57.44 on the side stage, on the yellow stage as well.
So there are some impressive results coming in from both stages, unlike blind, where we, for the most part, had people from the blue stage, with the notable exception of the European champion himself. Did see sort of a very good staggering of the blue stage and then the yellow stage, but in this case we have a lot more variety because 5x5 can have very varied results. Kieran's about to start his second solve. Remember, he got a 48 in the first one. And his main competition right now is Pedro.
And Sebastian Weyer is just starting 3x3 stage, so this is looking really good for him.
Yeah. Oh, he's on Pilo right now. He's going to be getting a 47. Wow.
Yeah, 47.36 from Sebastian Weyer. That's really good.
Yep.
He'll definitely be happy with that, and he'll want to continue that going forward.
Yeah. Is Pedro doing an official solve?
Why do you hear Chris Mills in the background? He's one of the ones helping us track down all of the times, helping us keep track of how everyone's doing.
The question about Berto was about her timer stop, yes. Kieran with a very questionable 53.26.
Yep, he won't be happy with that one.
No, not.
But he's still doing well, and he's still ahead of Sebastian Weyer, who is his biggest competitor. Very, very slightly ahead. 101 in the back from Maximieli.
And Pedro Alejandro with a 55 on his previous solve is going right now. So he's got a lot of edges done in just about 30 seconds.
So we do have a few Yao solvers in the group here. We've got Kieran, as expected, and Mads. And also, I've heard Maximieli also uses Yao.
Ooh. Mats Valk with a 46.62. And Pedro right now is on track for a 55 or 56. No, 55.
55.54 from Pedro there. So this is shaping up to be really close so far.
Yeah.
Mats has done 3 solves. Kieran and
it
Sebastian.
looks like Dario Roa Sanchez either just +2 to DNF because he's very unhappy.
To me, it looks like maybe he's just unhappy with the solve in general. I can't quite tell.
Potentially. I mean, the cube looks fine.
Yeah, we're not sure if Dario +2 there or what. And Brandon's onto 3x3 stage. So this is looking really good for him.
Oh, he's got a lockup right now.
Big lockup right on PLL.
And he's in the
That's
last couple
really
of moves as well
unfortunate.
and he trips up.
101.83 from Brendan.
And he was on his last couple of turns at 54. That's a real shame.
So Kieran so far has a 48.19 and a 53.26.
Sebastian right now is on 3x3 stage, so he's looking to be getting another low 50 at the moment.
What puzzle are people mainly using? I would imagine that the new, what is it, Moyu Wei Chuang GTS
Aochuang GTS.
Aochuang GTS M, and also the Qi Wushuang M.
Yeah.
I think all of the people in this group will be using one or the other of these cubes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there are any Yushin users here.
Really, the only main Yushin user would be Kevin. Kieran's still solving at 50 seconds. He's just under 53 with that one.
So 52.85 there from Kieran. Oh, and Maxim Yeli's got a good solve here. 53.40 from Maxim Yeli. So that's his best solve of the... Oh no, second best solve. Unfortunately, a little bit inconsistent there. 52, 53, 101 and 107. So he's probably already out of the race.
Pedro's going in the back right now.
And we've also got Philippe Weyer going in the bottom left of your screens. What was that noise? Good question. We don't know. It was way behind us.
Yes, it was someone screaming.
So we've got quite a few solvers underway here.
Pedro's got a good solve going on. From what I could have seen. No, he's just starting 3x3 now, so never mind.
54.53 from Philippe Weyer, just there, so...
Big improvement from some of his previous results.
Yep, unfortunately he has that 104 counting, so he's probably already out of the race.
It's a shame for him.
It's a one...
Pedro ended up getting a 51.
100. My mistake. No, Abdelak's back left.
So we have Simon Stanek on the yellow stage. He's sort of like the main person on the yellow stage to be looking at. He's gotten some good results. I believe he has 3 sub-1s right now, and so he's not slated to win anything, but there potentially may be some decent showings from him. If not a podium spot, at least solidly in what would have been the blue side.
We've got a 59.18 from Brennan Valens.
And Dario with a 52.
So he'll be really happy with that solve.
Sebastian's on 3x3 right now. Getting to OLL at 50. 6-move OLL and V-perm to get a 53.33.
So he's going pretty strongly. Kieran is very much underway as well. Unfortunately, he's very much a lap solver, so we can't see what's going on.
Yeah. Can send it to
Okay.
So 50.18 from Kieran there. 50.18. So good solve there. And Matt's got a 55.50. So Kieran's looking the strongest at the moment, but with a 50 and a 52. Matt has a 53 and a 55 counting, and Sebastian a 53 and a 54.
So someone did it already.
So we just it's not guaranteed that Kieran has won, but he is certainly in the lead. Matt has a 46 not counting, and Sebastian has a 47 not counting. So if they make either of those count, then they're in with a real shot of the title here.
Quick little announcement from Juan Pablo Juanqui. There was someone in the chat who did end up clipping his world record 29, and if you could send that to him on Instagram, at Juan Pablo Juanqui is his handle, he would greatly appreciate that. So if you do have that clip, please do send it to Juan Pablo. Thank you.
And we had a 102 from Maxim Yeli as his last solve, 102.80. 52.27 from Philippe Weyer. And 104.72 from Kevin Gerhardt. Unfortunately, Abdelak Kadour's timer display wasn't showing for most of the round, so we don't have how he was doing. We know he got a 59, a 103, and a 104, so he's not in the race, but we can't tell you his average. Sebastian is underway on his last solve.
Yeah. And Pedro with a 51 to close things out. 51.87 by Pedro, which means he's got a very solid average.
So Sebastian is just executing parity, so this is looking to be a really good solve.
Yeah,
This
he's
could
got
definitely be a mid 40. He's on OLL now.
PLL at 45.
So 47,
Wow, 47 by
48.
Sebastian.
So that's a really good time. And that's counting as well. So we're just working out his average right now. So Sebastian's average is 51.73.
And so right now, Kieran essentially just needs a 51 to tie it.
51.72.3. Yep.
Dario to 58.25 to finish his average.
So we're going to be starting 4x4 now. So if you're in the 4x4 final, can you please bring up your keys?
Mats with a 51. Mats with a 51.
Bring up your keys.
And then minus those two. He didn't quite win. Yeah. I thought it would be top 5.
Kieran right now has a 48.19, 53.26, 52.85, and on his force solve, he got a 50.18.
Yeah, the chat was just crazy. Everybody said I was winning. I was sure that I was saying to myself, okay, that's top 5, that's cool. Yeah. 24.5. Then Jules just me like.
He is inspecting right now, and Kieran needs a 52.14 to tie, and a 52.14 to win, and a tie just slightly slower than that.
He's not sure? Yeah, we're not sure. Oh.
So this is a really high pressure solve for Kieran right now.
It's still a bit. Then it's 4x4.
Fortunately, he doesn't know that he needs a 52, so
He knows
this might be-
he knows he needs a good time, but he
Right.
doesn't know what. He knows Sebastian has a decent average, but he'll just be going as fast as he can to see what he can get.
Oh.
We have no idea how he's doing.
Oh! Kieran clearly happy with that 45.
Yeah. Best solve of the average, 45.66. I'm pretty
And
sure.
relieved that he has won the title of European champion for 5x5. Kieran
all
taking
the-
away first place for 5 and 6x6.
Yeah, and we have all the UK crowd and Irish crowd behind us, and they were very happy with that result.
Right. Kieran going across
so
the stage,
his average
giving
was
high fives to people.
50.41 in the end. Second place is Sebastian Vaya with 51.73, and Mats with 53.37.
Pedro got a 51 on his last solve. 51.85 was his last time.
And we're just working out what Pedro's average is right now. It's going to be about 53.8, 54, something around there. Oh, no, much lower. Yeah, around 53 flat.
Kieran with the win.
They have to change it.
Oh, yeah. If you were still competing and didn't hit, 4x4 final is about to happen, so if you're in the 4x4 final, please hand in your puzzles.
We're moving on to 4x4 right now, our third to last event of the day. We have a very similar leaderboard compared to what we had beforehand with 5x5, and so a lot of the names that you're going to see are going to be very similar to what you heard in a previous round. From the second round, which was